In the scullery deep neath the palace so wide lurked Tiddlewick Grebble, eyes wild open wide. He churned the king's butter, he licked royal spoons, yet his thoughts drifted always to two royal moons, not those in the sky, nay something more near. Two fleshy divinities sag just above the rear. The king's hollowed sack, pendulous and grand, like two aged plums in a silken gland. They call it treason, he drooled through his teeth, but I must feel the scrote that swings neath the wreath. A tickle just one with my trembling paws, 'tis my life's sole purpose, my mission, my cause. He brewed up a salve from go gutter and mint, and sharpened his fingers with mock blessed flint. He plucked the soft feather from a plague-ridden duck, and whispered, "Tonight I do test my dumb luck." He greased up his hands with hog lard and prayer, and shaved off his eyebrows to lessen the glare. For nothing must foil this most wicked of gulls, to enter the chamber and fondle the royals. The guards had grown drunk on mulled wine and bread, so Tiddlewick slithered to the royal bed. The king lay splayed out, half nude, deeply snoring, with cheeks spread asunder and flatulence roaring. And there, like a relic, divine yet profane, hung the king's bollocks like fruit in the rain. One dangled leftward like a wary old priest, the other was cradled by folds of roast beast. Tiddlewick trembled and drooled on the floor, then rose with a whisper, "I cannot take more." He leaned in close with his duck feather blade, and ever so softly the tip he did graze. The left nut convulsed, the right gave a jiggle. The king murmured Marjorie, then farted a squiggle. Yet still did he sleep in his royal repose, while Tiddlewick giggled with joy in his nose. He tickled again now under the crease, where sack meets thigh like a sacred piece. The king made a noise like a goat giving birth, and thrashed in the bed like a fish full of mirth. Then suddenly, boom, the king's eyes shot wide, with murder and madness and lust in his stride. He flipped like a beast, ripped bed sheets in wrath, and roared, "Who dares call on my noble sack path?" Tiddlewick shrieked, tried to flee on all fours, but slipped on the butter he'd smeared on the floors. The king leapt forth like a lion enraged, his cock in full swing like a scroll disengaged. With fists like hams and knuckles like bricks, he pummeled poor Tiddlewick right in the dicks. "The thought-struckle scoundrel," the monarch did shout, then spanked him with sandals and kicked him about. He grabbed a lute, broke it over his spine, then shoved in his gob a whole pickled brine. He yanked down his breeches and bared his white rump, then slammed down his cheeks with a furious thump. With royal cheeks clapping in furious rage, he beat Tiddlewick like a wench in a cage. And just when he paused to resummon his might, he screamed, "I'll hang thee from thy tickling fingers tonight!" They bound Tiddlewick by his ankles and toes, and dunked him in barrels where pig sewage flows. The townfolk all gathered to see the display of the mad little servant who groped balls at play. He was flogged with codfish and made to recite, "Tickling the crown jewels is not ever right." But legends still whisper in alehouses dim of the tickler who danced on the royal king's limb. Some say he survived, now lives in the bog, massaging bull testicles naked with frogs. But others still swear 'neath the castle so cold, his ghost tickles guardsmen brave, bald and bold. So heed this fair warning, ye knaves and ye fools, keep thy fingers far from the monarch's crown jewels. For though it be tempting, soft, round and thick, one does not live long when they fondle the dick.